Okay, I've got the map set up on the watch. Let's get going. So good evening everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're in the Trossachs National Park. It's a wee school night escape, which I'm really looking forward to because I've had a couple of very stressful days and I just want to reset. So it's good to be out. The weather though is a wee bit dodgy. I'll show you around. I don't even can see it above me. It's quite thundery. So I'm just hoping that it'll hold off for most of the journey up to the top of this hill. And I'll get the tent up without getting absolutely soaked. But it's looking a bit ominous ahead of me here. So I left about half four from the south side of Glasgow and then headed through the town, which was murder. Kingston Bridge, terrible. But once you get clear of the city, it's really quick to get here. Anyway, I've earmarked this before. Thought it looked like quite a good wee spot. Nice views, small hill, hopefully with a big view. So the forecast is for it to dry up, hopefully. But at the moment it's looking pretty thundery, pretty disturbed. That's you looking east towards the Ochils, Stirling and the Wallace Monument. And then just north here and to my west, looking slightly better. And right above me, on the route I'm taking, looks like it's gonna pee down. It's nice to be travelling so light, lighter tent, just wearing my Salomon X-Ray Pros and generally just not carrying as much of the winter kit as you normally would. So I drove about 50 miles to get here and I seem to have chosen the only wet place for 50 miles. I don't know how I do it, but I seem to do it every time. As you can see, winter snow's returned briefly, so it's a wee bit colder tonight. Anyway, I hope the sleeping bag and all the kit will be up to it. A few wee drops of rain, a couple of hailstones, but it's holding so far, not too bad. It kind of appealed to me as well because it's one of the few bends, inverted commas, that you can come up on your mountain bike or gravel bike or whatever and cycle all the way to the top, as you can see by the trail ahead of me there. Yeah, Russian roulette with these showers. That's one just missed me there. Just caught the fringe of it. Looking a bit better there. Yep, hailstoning again. Sweating buckets. Oh, it's warm. Slightly overdone it with the fleece underneath the waterproof jacket, I think. I'll need it later, but oh god. Yeah, overdressed. Can you see over towards, what is that? Oh, I forgot the name of it, petrochemical place. I'll put the name on the screen or I'll remember in a minute. It's old age. Grangemouth Refinery. I remembered. Okay. Around about here I think is the spot I recce'd the last time, so nice view to the north, I'll show you that in a minute. And views back over to the east. West as well, right over to Loch Lomond and the Arachar Alps, so yeah, it's looking good. I think we'll try and get a wee spot squeezed in here. Try and get the tent in. I was going to bring the Nature Hike Vic 1, but because of the amount of rain they said there might be quite on off and pretty heavy torrential, I thought it's probably not the best one for condensation, so I've kind of gone in the middle and I've gone back to my sling fin designed Stone Glacier Sky Solus 2P, 1P. But I'll take two people. Anyway, it's 1.8 kilos, but it is absolutely bomber, so you know you're secure. And it takes just a small footprint. So the good thing about the Sky Solus is it's two-piece, so it's inner and outer for condensation control. And it also pitches as one. You don't have to, but I do it for UK conditions, so it's ideal in the rain, wet weather, etc. and then you can get under cover. The other thing which gives me confidence is the poles are really burly. They're about 9.8 mil, I think, which is bigger diameter than the Hilleberg Una, which could be in theory a competitor. Just the two poles, really simple and quick to put up, and I'll just pop this up now and get it pegged out before it blows away. The wind's died actually, but it's really fluky when the storms come in, these wee showers these wee intense thunderstorms, it first starts to blow. Right, I think I might have just done that in the nick of time. That's the next shower coming on. So I'm going to get under cover, get gear in. Looking alright. Yeah, just done in the nick of time. By the sound of it, rain's coming on again. Oops, has it stopped again? Oh God, you don't know what it's doing from one minute to another. Right, let's get some gear into these crazy portholes. So basically this thing has got two side vestibules. It's up for sale at the moment, this, if you're interested. I actually really like it. But I wanted to try a new tent purely for the channel. And it's not always a good move. You don't know if you're going from something you like to something you'll hate. But I do want to try a Nortent Vern 1, which I'll show you on the screen. Just out of interest, because it looked like quite a good thing. It looked like an Enan on steroids, Hilleberg Enan. So as I was saying, two vestibules. That's my pack in there. That's all tucked away. And on the other side I'll just put in waterproofs and bags and stuff like that. Food I'm going to just sort out in a wee second. Put it out the front. And I'll just get this mat up and the sleeping bag out. But I'm loving this view. Nice. One of the other things I love about this tent is just the sheer number of pockets. I've got pockets at the back, higher up by the mesh vent, down the corners, round this corner, round that corner, and above me up here, plus hanging line. So it's really good. You can make yourself very comfortable as a solo tent. Tight for two, but you could do it. So tonight I've got the Neo Air X-Lite with me and the trusty 4-class Trek 700 or 900, I think it is, down sleeping bag. 0 rated. Should be absolutely fine tonight, I hope. Check out the hidden loch as well, which I was going to go down to, but I don't think I'm going to have time. But that also looks like a nice wee spot to investigate. Possibly a campsite down there as well. Lovely the way. The light's amazing. And looking up this way, you'll see a wee loch here, which I've marshalled for kayaking quite a lot. I think it's Venica. I'll need to check. There's Lubnaig, Venica, Voil maybe? Or is that further up? Oh, I'm terrible. Literally, I will put these on the screen. Benvenue is away in the distance there. Let me try and zoom in for you. Yeah, you can see the summit of Benvenue in the distance there at the Trossachs. That's one I've camped on as well in one of my previous videos. I'll put a wee link up. Myself and Crazy Rob, my friend. And if you look across there, somewhere in that gloom is Ben Ann. And somewhere up there is Ben Leddy, which is getting some fresh snow by the look of it on it. And then back across, at the moment, sorry, you can't see anything, but Stuka Croyne and Ben Vorlich are in there. And I think it might be time to run again. It looks like the rain is coming back in. I'll stay out for a wee while yet, we'll see what happens, but I may have to do a wee run out to the tent, get under cover and stay dry and get the dinner on. But hey, it's a nice night, and the wind has died actually, so the showers will be slow moving. If they catch me, they're going to be in there for a while. Just in the nick of time. April showers, certainly living up to the month. Hopefully that'll pass quick. I'd like to get the drone up actually before it gets dark, so well, pretty heavy. So yeah, that's where I am, just 66 metres from the summit of Ben Gullipan. There's so many things in this watch that I have not actually worked out what to do yet. I've got quite a lot. I haven't downloaded any paid map subscriptions, but because it is GPS, you can use Google Maps on it without any problem. So a big thank you to Mobvoi who sent me this. It's the Tic smartwatch. I'll put the model up on the screen. It has the GPS built in, but it does everything else that a smartwatch would do. I think the retail, I'll put the price on the screen, but I think it's about £200 to £300. But compared to your Garmin GPS or whatever, I think these are actually a lot cheaper. It's been very good so far. My biggest problem is I'm just tech challenged. I need to learn more about how to actually use it. I don't have a clue what I'm doing half the time. There's so many things in it. I like the way it sends me my emails, I can play my music, I can take my phone calls, I can navigate with GPS, I can have maps, I can record it. It's got all my heartbeat, it takes all the blood pressure, heartbeat stuff and records that as I go through the day, or if I'm just doing some exercise like a bike run or something. And it's nicely made, it's pretty bomber, Gorilla Glass. I'm not sure what the actual casing is made of, it feels like it might be metal. If you can hear me over the noise of this rain again. And controlled by these two buttons on the side, and a whole range of different functions in there you can turn on and off. If you've got everything on and it's going constantly during the day, it will burn through the battery in about 24 hours. But there's various saver settings in it, which I've only just found, which means that you can see there I've been using it for quite a few hours. It's only 90%, 10% used, which is pretty good. If I press that, there you go, 69. 24-hour monitor disabled. You can do your sleep patterns, absolutely everything you would do on a smartwatch as you would expect, but I think at a far more reasonable price than the big branded names. And it looks to me just as nicely made. It's very strong looking. The strap's good, very comfortable. So thank you guys at Mobvoi for sending me it, and I'll continue to use this and do some more updates on it because I really am just scratching the surface with it. So you can see that wee route actually that I took up only took me 26 minutes to get up here. So that's how quick this little hill can be. Just went outside there and got hail bombed. Just had to jump back inside. I think that's the hail going off again now. I'm getting all weathers in one day, or all weathers in 1 hour I should say. I can cook inside the wee side vestibules, but I prefer not to, if I can. So I might have a reputation as a bit of a tight Scot, but I went to Cotswolds today and bought another fire pot meal because I really enjoyed the last one I had, if you saw in one of my previous videos. But my god, £8.50. Where is it? You can see it. Fire pot, spicy pork noodles, £8.50. It better be blooming good. One of the wee issues you've got with a Siln Island tent that's this thin on the outside. That's what I like about it, because it's super light but super strong, but it does stretch quite a bit. So that hail shower that's just come over, and then the temperature has really dropped. Actually, I can see my breath now. Must have dropped a few degrees, and the whole thing is relaxed. So just tightened it back up again so that it's drum tight. Should be good to go. So we'll give it a good start. We'll put it inside the sleeping bag and we will wait. Can't I say it looks too appetising at the moment. 539 metres, 7:43, get my dinner on, and we're laughing. Really nice skies again. The light is just constantly changing. It's the upside of all this constantly changing weather that I have to keep diving into the tent to hide from. But the sun is looking lovely. It's some really nice light. Ben Ledy's showing up now. There you go, there's the summit up there. I've done that many a time. Come up along this shoulder. Stoke-a-Croin and Ben Vorlich, I think. Through the cloud there. It's looking remarkably wintry. Yeah, so I'll show you around actually just while I'm waiting on this food cooking. Nice little sunset going on behind me there. The hail shower has just passed through, it's heading kind of east over that way, as you can see in the gloom. And then looking north, the view has started to open up again, up towards Ben Vorlich and Stoke-a-Croin. Quite nice. Just a shame it's probably going to be a cloudy night. I don't think it's going to clear too much. And then if you're lucky, away over that way, you would get to see, well, that's the Ochil Hills over there. So yeah, it's a small hill with a nice big view, and the town of Callander just down below me here in the valley. But we're about 1,500 feet, I think it is, but it's the easiest 1,500 feet in the world. While we're waiting on the food, I've got a nice wee fruity Shiraz to while the night away. While I remember, The lochs are Lubnaig. Venacher is the one running right along the bottom of the mountain here. And then the one in the distance beyond Venacher there, that little one you can see there, is Loch Achray. And if you look up here, you'll just see the summit of Ben Ann now coming into focus, I think. Hold on. There you go, in the centre of your screen, just above the cloud. Probably a few bods up there tonight, I would think. Always a popular spot, and I've camped there many a time. So it's a great wee place as well. And you can see the island down there. There's a little church over there, a really cute little chapel church, where a few folk have got married over the years that I've seen. And up to your left there is Benvenue. Okay, the verdict on Firepot spicy pork noodles. Nah. £8.50. Nah, I can't say that was any better than probably the £4 or £5 other brands are available. No, I don't know what it was. Maybe the sauce or something, or the spiciness of it just kind of killed the taste of the pork. So it just tasted generally spicy and noodly. But I couldn't taste the separate elements in it like I could in the last one. So there you are. That's why people like us spend our money so you don't have to. So let's hope the pudding is a wee bit better. So I'm going to take another walk up to the summit just for a wee look around, stretch my legs, digest my food, and see if there's any views. While it's still dry, it is looking like it might come on again shortly. Kind of weird just walking about in this twilight just before it gets dark, 20 to 9. Yeah, it's kind of strange, kind of slightly spooky feel about it, this hill. I don't know why, maybe it's just me not been out enough. Looking south, that's you looking at Dumgoyne and the Campsies, centre of your screen, and then the lake below that is Lake Menteith, which is a popular fishing spot. Grangemouth Refinery is really beginning to light up, and the lights are Stirling as well. Yeah, my wee tent is looking quite welcoming now. I think I'm going to head back, get warmed up, get some chalky down me and listen to the radio. Right, it's starting to rain again. I'm going to get in here and get warm. Get some snacks down me and a wee bit of wine and just chill out for a few hours. I just popped out again, it's dried up and the stars are coming out, so just having a wee look around and try and get some photography. Right everybody, I'm off to bed, settled in for the night. There's some hail and possibly some rain forecast during the night, but nothing that should trouble this tent. And I'm gonna need an early start because I'm working tomorrow. So see you in the morning. Cheers just now. Sorry folks, but not a lot of views this morning. Can just see the loch. Fairly windy this morning and the clouds rattling through. So that's me just about packed up, got a wee brew on, and then it's time for a sharp exit. Just warming up my wee pan of chocolate, and then I'll take down the tent. Right, time to go, get back to work. So there you go folks, that was it, a quick overnight. Nice just to reset your mind, and unfortunately I've got to go back to work, so if you fancy a very quick escape, Ben Gullepin is not a bad option for you. So thank you very much everyone for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a wee like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel growing. And I'll see you out there for the next one, hopefully after this weekend. Cheers just now.